This little box was my all-in-one AI rig until I decided I needed another RTX Pro 6000, and there's absolutely no way this is fitting in here. So today I'm planning to expand operations. This build is gonna take a lot, so I'm gonna go over here to Micro Center, my favorite spot to go shopping for computer parts, and talk to my buddy Dan. He'll hook us up. Hey Dan, what's up?
Hey Alex,
welcome back. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
I got a gift for you. Not a gift, it's mine. I'm keeping it, but this,
not a good gift.
This is the new power supply that I have. And
yeah.
I don't think this is gonna work with my setup. So we're gonna look at some power supplies, a case, and some fans for this Threadripper build.
Okay, well, like what exactly are we doing?
I've got a Threadripper TRX board, a Monster Threadripper 9970X, and two RTX Pro 6000 GPUs waiting for a case. That combo can pull an absurd amount of power, which is why I bought this 2500 watt power supply. Now I'm at Micro Center, so we can walk around and see which case can actually fit this brick. Feel that.
Dang, it's almost as heavy as my graphics card. It's crazy.
You do your push-ups today?
Yeah, oh, not yet. I guess we're gonna have to today, right?
This thing is crazy. We basically have two options. Split the load so one power supply can run the CPU plus one GPU, and a second power supply feeds the other GPU. Or try to shove everything into this 2500 watt monster. To use all that power, the big unit needs a special high voltage plug, and a normal US outlet tops out around 1800 watts. So before I accidentally discovered the limit of my office wiring, we're leaning towards the dual PSU setup right now.
Yeah, well, we're doing two GPUs. Knowing you, they're probably something very fun. Pro 6000s, right?
Pro 6000s.
Two Pro 6000s, me and my measly 5090.
With that much hardware, small cases are officially canceled. Dan tells me I'm stuck shopping in the skyscraper-sized full tower section if I want dual RTX 6000s and giant power supplies. What is up with this?
Oh yeah, so that one's really cool. Bethesda teamed up with Haven to create this case. Wow. So for any Doom fans out there, these are limited run. There's only 1,666 of these in the world.
Really?
Oh yeah.
This is sick. And I am a Doom fan, by the way. We go full kid in a candy store on cases. Limited edition Doom art, fancy glass, even one with a tiny panoramic OLED screen. I would of course have probably some kind of a GPU usage readout on there, memory usage readout. I love how you have some of these on and just like showing what they're gonna look like when they're running.
For the record, if you have to do two power supplies, that's gotta be your case behind our wonderful cameraman. Yeah.
Is that the case?
That's the box for the case. The case itself is just a little bigger than the half 700 from Corsair.
What? This is the case?
This might be your case.
Can I lift this?
Probably. Yeah, you're a strong guy. He can lift it.
But how am I gonna put this in my office?
With a lot of elbow grease.
I'm scared. I'm scared. This is crazy.
If people like how this looks in your office, I'll do one too, just for fun.
You're gonna do one?
If you end up going with this guy and the people in the video like it, I'll do one too. I'm a sucker for peer pressure.
We kick around other ideas like an open air test bench or just parking a second PSU on the floor next to the main case like a cyberpunk space heater.
It's doable. It's just, you know, how neat do you want your office to look?
How much office do I want to have left is the question. After putting this case in there.
Yeah.
The huge enclosed case is starting to look less like overkill and more like the only sane option. So this would be one of the power supplies we put in there?
I was a fan of recommending the Taichi power supply here. It's a 1650 watt power supply, which is just enough to work. It has two 16-pin outs, so you can use that for your two Pro 6000s.
Yep.
Another cool feature about this power supply is for all those people who are still scared about melting cables, which if you know how to plug in your phone at night, you shouldn't be worried about that. It has an extra sensor to detect temperature as well, so that if anything goes wrong, it's done. It's also titanium rated.
Nice. Well, let's go look at the power supplies.
Yeah, let's go look at power supplies while I talk about the rating.
This Vertex 1200 is the one you suggested to me last year, and I love this power supply. I've got like 3 of them now, and it's really good. It's 1200 watts, but this is also gold I'm seeing now. There is bronze, gold, platinum, and titanium.
Like, you know, if one of you guys is just here to build a gaming PC and you want to get a titanium watt, the question on my mind is why? But if you do a workstation, then yeah, that can mean something for you.
Right. So for us, we got 2 GPUs in there. I want to keep the heat low. And when you don't have an efficient PSU, it gets rid of some of that wattage that's coming into it as heat. So that's gonna go away as heat into the machine. We don't want that. We want as high as possible efficiency so that that power is converted into just straight wattage going into the system instead of heat. Did I explain that right?
Yeah, I don't disagree with it.
So titanium has about 95%, up to 95% efficiency, which is really nice. And if you go with something like bronze, that's low. That's pretty low. It's like 80 to 82% efficiency.
Yeah, and honestly, for the purposes of this machine, I don't think we want to go lower than platinum. If we're doing one of those dual GPU cases, while your Vertex might be fine for like one of the PSUs, the second PSU has to be SFX or SFXL, which are just like size standards for power supplies. So you could look at something like the ROG Loki. I'd probably give you the 1000 watt just because then you have like the 600 watt rated cable. But it's SFXL, it's platinum rated, and it would sit comfortably in that case.
I have one of these in my current 6000 build.
Silverstone's is a good one too, although it's like double the price for an extra 200 watts, which people can do what they want with their money. Financially, the better option is CPU, GPU on one, and other GPU on the other. Because talking about that Taichi, that's a 550 watt power supply, if we did that for 2 GPUs. And then you add 280 for the extra 1000 watt for the CPU, and anything else going on there, that's gonna put you at $830, right?
Yep.
So
it's pretty quick.
I try. You do that versus maybe you could do the 1300 watt version of that power supply, which runs you about 400 bucks, and you're still gonna want one of these, obviously. So then that puts you at 680 bucks. So you're gonna be about $150 less than the other.
I also need to figure out how to connect the two power supplies together so they're synchronized.
Yes.
I haven't done that before.
We have an adapter. So what this adapter lets you do is you plug in the 2 motherboard cables into it from each of the power supplies. This adapter.
Okay.
So that's the easy part and the least expensive.
Yeah, this is good. I like that, $11. The cheapest part, but important.
That's how we get everything firing together.
That sorts out the power inside the PC, but now we need a UPS or a giant battery to survive power blips while it's running LLM workflows.
These are about 180. The challenge for us though is we can get away with one of them being up to 900 watts if it's for one GPU, but we absolutely need that second one to be much higher. So I think that super expensive one is going to be unavoidable. And that one is
800 bucks.
Yeah, 800 bucks.
And that's big too.
That one is probably the heaviest thing you would carry today if we had to go with
It's
it.
heavier than the case?
I'd say they're about the same. That thing is like a brick, and it's bigger than the picture would make you believe.
Okay, you're killing me, Dan. You're killing me.
Whoa, I mean, we both have to get our workout
It's
today,
just
right?
2 GPUs, man. That's all I want to power.
Yeah, well, not everyone has Pro 6000s that they're playing around with.
How loud is this thing gonna be?
It's not gonna be louder than a jet plane.
Is that a Micro Center guarantee? Unofficial.
I don't make promises.
It's
I
a
can't
Dan
keep.
Guarantee.
It's a Dan guarantee. There we go. There you go.
Let's do it.
I guess we're gonna do that big case, huh?
We're gonna do the big case. We're gonna do the big UPS. We're gonna go big. Let's do it.
Good thing there's 3 of us, right?
You know, we forgot one thing. Case fans.
We don't need this thing to be a rainbow show, do we?
I don't want any rainbow show.
There we go.
As far as quietness, there's Be Quiet and there's Noctua. Noctua is famous for being quiet.
Noctua is the quietest. They definitely earned their price tag with that because no matter how you spin it, Noctua spins.
Get it? Spin.
But they do it quietly, they do it efficiently. As far as airflow goes, they're still the kings. So we can look at that option too. I mean, it's already an expensive machine. Why not make it quiet or better than a jet engine?
I want to have as quiet as we possibly can, so let's do that.
Several Noctua fans.
Holy cow. This is a huge fan.
The UPS is in our warehouse, which as you guys remember, I have to disappear into and then reappear with the magic item.
Let's see.
I'll be right back.
Maybe we can follow him this time. What do you think? We can sneak in there?
I don't think it'd go too well. Micro Center wouldn't like it. Yo, yeah, there you go. The sign is just gonna prevent all entry.
All right.
Where's Alex? I'm gonna ask him if he wants to lift it. Wait, lost track of him already. Hey, there you are. You wanna try to lift it?
Are you okay, Dan? Is your arm getting ripped off right now?
Not yet. Maybe after like 30 more seconds.
All right, let's see. Lift with your back, kids.
Told him he's gonna get his workout
I'm just
in.
kidding. It's not that heavy.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not too bad.
It's only about the case as well.
It's not actually that big.
No.
So this is rack mountable, and I can put it on my floor.
Yeah, you should be able to do it either way. For now, on the floor should be fine. Maybe like standing it up a bit.
This is not a cheap UPS.
Once you're going over 900 watts, these things just start jumping up more and more and more and more.
So that's it? That's all we're getting?
One more UPS and that's it.
Oh, just one more UPS. Ugh, this one's not so bad. So you have to get to a certain point for Micro Center employees to take this to the car?
If you're
What if I was like a little old lady? What would it take?
Just ask for carryout and they'll say, yeah, we got you. You need help getting something out to your car, we'll be more than happy to assist.
What if Arnold Schwarzenegger came? Would you make him carry all his own stuff?
No, and that's just because I'd probably take the opportunity to ask him for like workout tips and stuff. I feel like getting on his good side would be good because if anyone knows how to train, it's that guy.
Definitely Arnold.
Definitely Arnold, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Can't wait for the peer pressure to make me do the same thing. I'll see you guys.
Can I just put this in here and call it a day? I was super stoked to get this thing to the office and set it up, even though I was kind of nervous because this is my first Threadripper build and it'll be my first time running multiple $10,000 GPUs in there. I also wasn't sure about the power requirements, but I wanted to start off with a huge 2500 watt power supply before I upgrade to more wattage and more power, which I feel I'm gonna need. So I put everything together and threw it into this gigantic case, and it looked pretty good. This case is really smartly designed, where fan assemblies can be built outside of the case and then just be slid in. So much easier to work in this case than that small factor case. This is a quality case. I decided to throw in a 5060 in there just as a test. If things explode, it would be a SAD, but not $10,000 SAD. And after everything turned on just fine, all right, and I installed the drivers, I went with one RTX Pro 6000 and finally two. And this is how it looks now. Oh, don't put your fingers on the fan. Now somebody already yelled at me on Twitter after I posted a picture of this, saying, why are they so close together? This machine is still in development. Plus, I'm gonna need some space for some extra boards that might also go in there. A package I just got in the mail. Yeah, I'm glad I got the big case after all. Stay tuned on the channel for more. This case will be back. Oh, you wanna see a model running on this? Is that what you wanna see? Now, I did throw VLLM on there. I tried it with a couple of models, but here is the first larger model that I tried, which is called Qwen 3 235 billion, and this model is 142 gigabytes on disk. So there's no freaking way that a 5090 or a 5080 or a 4090 or a couple of those 4090s or a couple of 5090s will ever be able to run that. You need two RTX Pro 6000s to be able to run that, unless you're using a totally smashed quantization. And I'm gonna do Ollama here because it's easy to install. I made videos about all the whole process of installation and setting things up before. Ollama run Qwen, 235 billion, watch NV top. Memory is getting filled up, not all the way. We're about 75% on each of the GPUs, but it's being split up nicely because Ollama, when it detects that the model is larger than would fit on one GPU, it starts to use multiple GPUs, which is kind of cool. Write a story. Yeah, I know, you're gonna complain. What kind of prompt is that, right, Alex? More testing to come, okay? Have some patience. Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear that? And look how fast it's going. This is thinking, and now it's generating. Wow. Look at that activity going on over there on the two GPUs, both of them being used, and we're done. 68 tokens per second on the generation side, and this is a 235 billion parameter model. This is freaking cool. I'm really happy about this. Thanks to Micro Center for setting me up with a case and the fans. And check out the new Phoenix store, which is already open. Maybe I'll run into you, stop by and say hi. I'll be there on the 10th of December. Now, if you want to see a more in-depth test of the RTX Pro 6000, watch this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.